my Instagram page, there is a big difference between training to gain muscle mass and training to fit into the criteria of a division. For example, when you are training for bikini, it's not about training what you like. It's not about training to get the body you like. It's not about training as a bodybuilder, for example, to gain as much muscle as you can. It's about fitting the criteria of the category. And for that, it has to be very specific, because if you don't do it, then you end up in a situation like Lauralie, for example. Her feedback for the Arnold was just to stay the same. Don't do anything else. And I don't know what happened. It might have been her maybe not following the training plan. Might have been like they underestimate her potential for muscle growth. There's a lot of things going on behind the scene of this like top athlete. So it might have been that they did everything perfect, but her body just responded different, and they didn't expect that, or they were exactly looking for this look, and then when they saw her next to the other girls, they were like, "Oh, we screwed." It might have been that, but we never know. But the fact is that her feedback was to reduce the size of the glutes and the legs, because her feedback was that she was too big for bikini, which I agree, because I made a review about her physique and she definitely looked a little bit bigger in comparison with the other girls. So yeah, once you get out of the criteria, it gets very, very difficult. And you have to remember this, guys. She has an incentive to do this. The crazy things that she's doing, which are crazy. Nobody likes training like this. Or most of the girls, especially after years of training, they don't like training the way that she's training now. But of course, she have to do it because she have an incentive. She have the structure, she have the genetics to win the Miss Bikini Olympia. And when you have that in mind, it's very, very easy, quote unquote, easy to do whatever it takes. So for her, she has to change her training completely. Now she's jogging, she's training fasted, she's doing multiple sets, supersets, high reps, low weight, body weight exercises, just to create that catabolic environment in her physique or her system in order to lose muscle. But for a girl like you, for example, let's say if you hire a coach which is not specialized in bikini, and that coach tricks you as a bodybuilder, and he says, we are gonna gain as much muscle as you can, well, you are gonna end up with bigger legs or bigger glutes or bigger shoulders. This is what happened with most of the girls. They end up or having a lot of quads in comparison with glutes and hamstrings, or a lot of shoulders, and they end up just getting a lot of shoulders, or they develop their back, especially the lower back, a lot. They get like a thick waist. So you have to hire someone who is specialized in the category. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of years of training, and you're going to waste a lot of time, because you're going to be more competitive in terms of muscle mass, but you are not going to be competitive in terms of balance. So just be careful with that, girl, especially if you are enhanced, because you are going to end up gaining a lot of muscle mass in places where they're not going to benefit you at all. So, and this is what happened to Lauralie. One more time, I don't really know what happened, but the fact is that she gained too much muscle mass, and now she have to do this crazy training to reduce the size of the legs, the glutes, which is training fasted, on an empty stomach. Fasted, empty stomach is the same. Doing a lot of cardio. Maybe she's even eating very little as well in order to lose muscle. Does she like doing that? I can assure that she doesn't like, but one more time, she has a big incentive. So for you, that you don't have that big incentive, maybe you haven't even won your pro card, or you haven't even won the pass to the Olympia. So are you gonna like that? Probably not. And this is why most of the girls end up like quitting the division, or they don't compete anymore, or they move to another division, because that one little wrong step they took, which is just emphasizing the off-season like if they were bodybuilders, like building as much muscle as they can. It is not about that. You have to create balance within your physique. And this is a clear example of that.